swimmer.
Yep.
But here come the top 8. We're talking leading the way from Elmbrook. That was Sydney Stoll. And she is at the right-hand side of your screen. She'll be stopping at block number 8. And then one of your swimmers, Nina Molan, Academy Bullets, is in lane 7. That right there in the purple suit. Okay, there's Sydney and Nina. Santa Peterson is going to be in lane 6. She's from Nova, checking her block. Lucy Malice from the Oakland Live Wires is in lane 5, and they have no more Y, right? But they're still live wire.
Exactly.
Lane 4 fastest was Claire Defoe, as we said. Her time out of Nova was 4:44.22. Claire Tuggle in 3. Certainly a major threat in this event. Santa Maria Swim Club in California. Caroline Shebel of Nova in 2. And then in lane 1, Allison Danko, another live wire from Oakland.
Oldie's been having a great meet. I was talking to their coach, Jeff Cooper, earlier today, and about 5 years ago, Coop was not happy with where his program was. He made some changes, put together a plan, and now we're seeing this plan come to fruition, and they've done a great job of really just...
Their whole coaching staff really seems to be together.
Absolutely.
There is a lot of energy on deck, and that's one thing that this sport has benefited from in the last, I want to say decade or so, compared to the earlier years of my memory when swim coaches, very engaging, very much involved, and this group here, I can promise you, every one of them has at least one coach who's in their head, working with them about pace and helping them really, right now get to this position. To be in the top 8 at a meet like this is fantastic.
Absolutely.
And it's a close race. These girls
It is a close race.
They're kind of testing the waters, so to speak. And it is Claire Defoe, 54.63, but there's 6 girls within a second, so.
We talked earlier, about, kids swimming the races differently and things like that. On this championship heat, we have 2 swimmers that I think that are really clearly head and shoulders above the rest of the field, and that's going to be Claire and Defoe and Lucy Malis. Now, we might see a couple other girls stay with them a little bit, depending on how they swam the race this morning, knowing they were going to get into this big final. But, sometimes you'll see swimmers get out real early, and they'll be way out in front or way behind, but they just, swimmer maybe 7th. Nina Mall is in 7th, now she's in 6th. Work your way up to the field because you're building your energy.
Yep. And there's, I think, even a mental drafting. Even if you physically can't get there, mentally, when you see yourself, you're hanging with somebody. If they just don't break you, they don't get away from you, you got a little bit more of a chance. Certainly physically, there's a draft, more so in open water. But,
absolutely.
I know Claire throws in a 28.69, and all 4 girls in the middle still hit 28s. So they're,
and even with that, so Claire's a 28.69, and then a couple other girls are like 28.9. They're only a couple tenths off, but 2 tenths every 50, all of a sudden you're a second away, and all of a sudden you're a second half, and so that lead can build. So it's important for those other girls to stay with her, and here we see Lucy Malice drop down to a 28.5, pick up a couple tenths back, and keeps that contact that you were talking about.
And Lucy, watching that 1,000, the way she rocked the back half, she is one, I think, she's 2:21.11. I'm going to see if she doubles that, she would go 4:42.22. She's my bet right here, man. The way she rocked this group of girls in the 1,000, it's still Claire Defoe, and they both hit the same time virtually, 28.5s.
Claire Tuggle just split a 28.1. That's the fastest split, so she got herself back into this race. And, so now we've got all 3 of these girls who have had a lot of racing this weekend, done a lot of great things. But here's the 500. It's a tough race coming late in the week. So.
And they got the 1650 tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, that's right. The women do, don't they?
This is a tough meet, man. If you're a distance swimmer, if you're any kind of swimmer, Lucy making a strong move. She's 28.5, and Tuggle 28.4.
Lucy and Claire flipped dead even.
Yep.
Claire Tuggle is just a smidge behind.
Top of that threesome, that is Lucy Malice, one of Coop's champs.
28-6. She had the fastest split again. Claire was a little, and Claire and both Claires 28-9 and 29-0.
Oh yeah. They are now 75 yards away from the finish.
Did somebody call Lucy winning this heat? Because it looks like Lit's looking really good right now.
She is tough, man. And
Sid's got that open water eye. Knows the distant kids, man. He can tell.
well,
But watch Claire Tuggle here.
Tuggle's gonna go for it. Tuggle split a 28.05, so she just made up a quarter of a second, 25 100ths. But you know,
when you watch these two girls, you see their kicks come up as they get late in the race.
Oh man, they hit together. Who wants it more, girls? Look at Santa. That's a great kick out of Claire Tuggle, but Lucy's pushing it.
Let's see if we can get another.
It's gonna come down to the wall.
Got it.
It is Lucy Malice, 4:42.55, almost exactly 11 100 slower than the first. Like, she went out in a 2:21.11 and came back in a 2:21.22.
That's the second long race that Ole has won consecutive nights. Michael Cooper won the 400 IM by 2 100ths, and now tonight we see Lucy